What's the craziest thing you've seen a high-ranking officer let slide? Sometimes the military surprises you with unexpected mercy, especially when you least deserve it. Camp Lejeune, 2007. I was a Lance Corporal with the 2nd Marine Division. My unit had just returned from a brutal deployment to Ramadi. Lost 7 guys. Those who made it back weren't the same. Sleep was rare. Tempers were short. PTSD wasn't just a diagnosis. It was the air we breathed. We had this Sergeant Major, old-school Vietnam era, Purple Heart, Silver Star, the kind of Marine who could make a drill instructor nervous. Rumor was he'd killed men with his bare hands. We called him the Shadow because he had this supernatural ability to appear anywhere, anytime, catching Marines doing what they shouldn't. About 3 months after we got back, 4 of us decided to blow off steam. Drove to Wilmington, hit every bar on Market Street. By midnight, we were catastrophically drunk. The kind of drunk where terrible ideas sound brilliant. Someone suggested we go swimming. In December, in our dress blues, we stole a boat. Not a little rowboat, a 32-foot Coast Guard training vessel. How we managed it without drowning is still a mystery. Took it out into the Cape Fear River, singing the Marine Corps hymn at full volume. Then we started shooting flares. At 2 a.m., near a major shipping channel, Coast Guard police and military police converged on us. We were arrested, still dripping wet in our dress blues, belting out from the halls of Montezuma, while handcuffed in the back of shore patrol vehicles. The charges were serious. Theft of government property, endangering maritime navigation, drunk and disorderly, destruction of federal property, we'd somehow broken the boat's navigation system, and about 6 other charges that guaranteed dishonorable discharges. The next morning, hungover and terrified, we were marched into the Sergeant Major's office. The 4 of us stood at attention, staring at the wall, waiting for our lives to end. The Sergeant Major walked in, placed a newspaper on his desk. The headline read, Marine Pirates Commandeer Coast Guard Vessel. Our mugshots were on the front page. He stood there silently, looking at each of us. I could hear my heartbeat in my ears. Then he picked up his phone. This is Sergeant Major Wallace. The 4 Marines involved in last night's incident are under my supervision. All charges will be handled internally. I take full responsibility. He hung up, then looked at us again. The silence stretched for what felt like hours. Finally, he spoke. 3 weeks ago, I attended the funeral of Corporal Rodriguez. His mother asked me why her son died. I had no answer. Yesterday, I visited Lance Corporal Mitchell at Bethesda. He lost both legs. He asked me if it was worth it. I had no answer. He pointed to the newspaper. 4 combat veterans who watched their brothers die, who brought their war home with them, who didn't get the help they needed. His voice softened slightly. I see 4 good Marines who made a terrible mistake, who deserve better than what we've given them. Then his expression hardened again. Each of you will pay restitution for damages. Each of you will spend the next 6 months giving suicide prevention briefings to every unit on this base. Each of you will attend mandatory counseling, and if any of you so much as sneezes without permission, I will personally ensure you spend the next decade in Leavenworth. He dismissed us. No charges filed, no dishonorable discharges, nothing in our permanent records. Later, our platoon sergeant told us the Sergeant Major had pulled in every favor he had. Called 3 generals, the base commander, and even a senator. Put his own career on the line. We paid for the damages. We gave those briefings. We got the help we needed. 2 of us went to college after our enlistments ended. 1 became a firefighter. I stayed in, eventually made staff sergeant. Last year, I saw the Sergeant Major at a memorial service. Now retired, hair completely white. I approached him, reminded him of the incident, asked him why he'd stuck his neck out for 4 idiots who stole a boat. He looked at me for a long moment, then said, Marines take care of their own, even the dumb ones. Then he walked away. Sometimes the craziest thing isn't what desperate Marines do after coming home from war. It's the unexpected mercy of the leaders who understand why they did it.